What's up? What's up? It looks like it's daytime right now, actually.
I know it looks like
It does. Yeah, it's nice.
So, question is, what's like the difference between dating in East and West culture? Like,
Okay.
because obviously that's what you're gonna.
So values, right? I think
Yeah.
dating in Thailand, when you're dating Eastern, I guess, Eastern women. Okay. Into you because you're right here. Hello. Josephine, right?
Yes.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. So yeah, basically, Western women, I think, have a little bit more. Let's say we're used to getting what we want, whereas in the East, they're kind of like more submissive, let's just say, to the man, because I guess we, as like, I'm Thai, so my family's from Thailand, so my mom's always respecting the higher tier men, and we just kind
Do you
of.
think that's the way it should be?
I think it depends.
Yeah.
Depends on who you date. So if I'm like let's say I'm dating you, right?
Yeah.
And I know you're from like the West, which is the UK. You're from Liverpool, right?
Yeah.
You said. So I'll have respect for you as long as you have respect for me too. And I know we're kind of more like in a partnership area. But I think women it depends how, if you're taking care of me or I'm taking care of you. So will I be taking care of you and providing the bills, this, that, the other, or are we going half and half? Like, what's your thoughts?
That it's like a case by case basis. I feel like, depending on your individual values, I feel like it's hard to generalize East and West as having certain values because we're so globalized, and social media means that everyone's culture and values give the platform to everyone, and like you're bringing Eastern ideals into the West, and Western ideals might have trickled into the East. With tourism, immigration, all of that. But yeah, I think it's case by case basis, and I don't think there should be a rule book for a relationship.
No.
I feel like a lot of, there's a kind of universal balance, and if you feel like a more traditionally feminine woman, and you would like a more traditionally masculine partner, then that's your prerogative.
in the Western conversation.
I think when I feel like, with a man, obviously, now I live in Thailand, right? I think I should be providing a lot more, but in return, I get a lot more like things. If I say, babe, give me a back rub, she'll
nurturing.
They're very nurturing. The word is nurturing. There we go. I think here, you will get it, but you'll have some resistance at the very start.
Yeah. I think Western feminism teaches women that that's inherently weak and a submissive position to take. I don't necessarily agree. I think it's a case by case value.
As we're generalizing, I think.
I think that there's a lot of shame for women to take maybe a subservient position.
And like you guys, you guys are studying. You guys will probably have nice jobs, so you might make the same amount of money as like my friend here. So you guys are I'd say the equality is very equal nowadays in the West. So that's why I can't say, babe. Well, I could say it, but if I was to be a bit more demanding, I'd say, babe, make me a sandwich. You'd be like, make it yourself.
Yeah, it's like I'm working, the same amount of hours.
Exactly.
Why should I do that?
I think that, go on.
Domestic division of labor is important, and you need to find a balance so that no one's being exploited or taken advantage of. And it's about finding that medium within a relationship.
100% agree.
And if it happens to be the other way around, where a man wants to be a stay-at-home dad and
then you gotta appreciate that. It's case
to be honest, when people ask me, Joey, like, what type of girls are you into? I just tell them I like girls that like me.
Yeah,
I think we're all like that. I like guys,
I like people that just like me. I don't want to go and chase someone that doesn't want to like me for who I am. And I'm sure you're probably the same.
We were
you don't
having
want
a conversation about this recently.
The other day.
I went on a date where I saw a dynamic that I was particularly interested in.
Right.
With not paying and.
Right. So tell me more. Like, what happened? So you went on a date.
I went on a date, and it was a great date, and we had a lot in common. But he asked me, and then he didn't pay. We split the bill, which I'm happy to do, but
that's not a good move on the guy.
Appreciate it.
I suppose I would like. when a guy's honest about what he expects in a relationship, you gotta respect that.
Yeah.
But I feel like Josephine thought like he wasn't really honest. Like there was expectations that he like set up that she wasn't aware of at first, and was like, oh, okay.
So, like,
She took after this woman.
Sure, brother.
you know,
back.
we're
Yeah,
gonna fight.
Please don't.
Just kidding.
Please don't.
Point about the date, right? And if he asked you out and you said yes to it, I think he shouldn't be asking you to split the bill.
Yeah.
I think he needs to keep building, and this is where, Andrew Tate says, build yourself up, because once you have, like, he should be paying for you. He's the one that asks you out. Now, if you ask me out, Josephine, right?
Yeah.
Then you ask me out, maybe you'll probably pay because you're the one that asked me out.
Yeah.
But if I ask you out, I'm paying for
Yeah.
you.
But also maybe as a man who values those more traditional
Yeah.
dynamics, which is completely okay. I'm a feminist, and I still agree that case by case basis.
It's case by case.
These
Yeah.
dynamics
I agree.
can exist as long as both parties agree and feel comfortable and that they benefit. Yeah, maybe you wouldn't agree with, even if I asked you, you'd probably still want to.
Yeah, I'd probably
Yeah.
pay.
But the thing is,
Now
you just-
later on, let's say we're dating, right?
Yeah.
And we're in a relationship. It's 2-3
Yeah.
years.
Yeah.
You're in a job. Maybe
Yeah.
you earn more than me, and maybe I get, I don't have a job. Maybe
Yeah.
you'll hold some of the weight while
Yeah.
we're there, and maybe we're dating and stuff. So
Yeah.
we'll probably share things. That's how I see things, because I just feel like later on in the relationship, you'll probably we'll start sharing things.
partnership,
Cars.
exactly.
It's a partnership.
Yeah, I don't
feel like,
really
yeah.
agree with the need that women's. I mean, it's a systemic issue, and women go out feeling the need to have a man look after them because there's not many ways in for them.
Yeah.
Like, they might not be well educated, or they might not have very many job opportunities, or they might come from a family where, you just kind of expect a man to.
Yeah.
And that's a systemic issue, it's not the woman's fault, but yeah, I don't really agree with that. I would not live my life like that.
So what are your thoughts? When's the last time you've been on a date?
A few weeks ago.
3 weeks ago. And was it in York?
Yeah, but it was with a girl, so it's a bit different.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you into girls?
Close.
Okay, awesome.
I guess with a guy. Last time I went on a date with a guy. Oh my god. I mean, I
So
was
wait,
in a relationship.
question this: who pays when it's like girl on girl?
We were talking
This is so funny.
This is very interesting.
Well, yeah. I was asking that. I was I don't know, because I think there's different dynamics.
Interesting.
You can have the masculine dynamic.
Yep.
But then you can also have the dynamic where you're just two people who like each other.
I
Okay.
think that, homosexual relationships are generally more equal because it's
Yeah.
same sex.
So who paid in the end?
Oh, I paid for everything.
Oh,
Sweet.
how are you?
No,
Dating
it
more?
was a lot more. It was more casual.
More casual.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think, honestly, okay, I want to ask, is this
Yeah.
something that you kind of, because we've had this conversation, do you talk about,
Okay.
but do you kind of respect, no, I'm not saying that you respect, but I guess do you teach that it's okay to have casual relationships or casual situation,
A situation is a situation.
yeah.
And I think that's what it's called, a situation. I think you're at a stage where you're not really too serious, maybe, about your life and where you want to go. And so I don't see nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
I think it's fine. I think people want to have fun, enjoy themselves, go ahead. Let them have
Especially
themselves.
our age.
It depends where you're at in your life, to be honest,
Josie said something earlier. Sorry. Casual stuff. It can be a lesson,
Yes.
and that's okay.
What are you guys looking for, by the way? What are you looking for, by the way?
It's kind of silly because I'm 20, but I'm in for a life partner kind of person.
You're looking for a life partner at 20?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, very nice.
I'm quite intentional. For me personally, I wanna. I know this sounds crazy, but I wanna be a mum in the next 5-6